link up, hey. You just hit my line for the wind down. There's only one thing on my mind when you come around me. I get lost in where you found me. Want you to use me. You let her confuse me. Don't wanna hide the fact that you make me feel that way. Want you to give me play. I see it in your eyes, you're lonely. Come put that body on me. I hit it right, I will. I treat you right, I will. Trust me, I got you, baby. Know how to make you feel. They can't do you like I will. Nobody do you like I will. I hit it right, I will. I treat you right, I will. Trust me, I got you, baby. Know how to make you feel. They can't do you like I will. They can't do you like I will. Like I will. I treat you right, I will. Trust me, I got you, baby. Know how to make you feel. I treat you right, I will. I treat you right, I will. Trust me, I got you, baby. Know how to make you feel. I hit it right, I will. I treat you right, I will. Trust me, I got you, baby. Know how to make you feel. I hit it right, I will. I treat you right, I will. They can't do you like I will. Like I will. Pick up the phone, little baby. You got me up and I'm wavy. You know I want you to myself. You know you've been driving me crazy. Look at me right in the eye and tell me it's mine. If not, I'ma make it that way. You know I want you in a major way. I bless that body, make you share your grace. I've been trying to get you face to face. Fall through and give you ways to waste. I do what it takes. I make them walls sing on your heartstrings. Say your arms. I'll treat you right, I will. Trust me, I got you, baby. Know how to make it feel. I'll treat you right, I will. I hit it right, I will. Trust me, I got you, baby. Know how to make it feel. Trust me, I got you, baby. I'll treat you right, I will.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another live stream. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking, all right? So shout out to everybody that's in the room already. Shout out to my man, AB Promotions. My man, AB Promotions said, hardest working man in these YouTube streets. Make sure y'all throw some radiation emoji in the chat from my man AB. Starting the stream off as the first stream sponsor. You know what T Grizzly said? I do this shit no effort. You know what I'm saying? I do this shit no effort. You know what I mean? So if you guys can hear me okay, give me a thumbs up. Radiation emoji in the chat if you guys can. If you guys cannot hear me, then give me a thumbs down. Angry face. Y'all know the deal. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to shout everybody out, all right? Because it's good to see everybody. I appreciate y'all in here early. We got Vovo 2 Love in the building. Shout out to Vovo. We got Denise in the building. Shout out to Denise. My man Greets is here. AB Promotions. Shout out to him. We got Fantizzy. No, that is not me singing. That's hilarious. But bro, my shit would be doper than that. I'm gonna just put it like that. No offense, because I was feeling this track. You know what I'm saying? But trust me though. You know what I'm saying? The only way, if I get in the studio with a mic, the only thing that gets you to stop listening is some Narcan, fam. You're gonna need you some Narcan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Jay Bird in the building. What's good with it, bro? And we got my man AMB Film in the house. We got Vega up in here. Shout out to my man Tori and Rain. And we got my man AJ. Yo, real quick, make sure y'all show some love to Quat Man. If he comes around, he hit your boy on the Cash App. So shout out to him. Definitely appreciate it. Let's get into it. All right. Let's get into it. We got folks out here living the U.S.L. Probably somebody named Rico, but no statute. Probably somebody named Rico, but no statute. Undocumented slime life is real. It's real. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Emperor Rex and shout out to John Guillory. The U.S.L. gang is here. Okay? Like this guy. Now, you guys probably heard about this fella here. All right? ERO Boston arrests fugitive Brazilian national wanted for deletion in home country. How many people heard about that? This was the guy. He was all over the place. Everybody saw him. I think Torian was talking about him. He's the one that crab walked. You know what I'm saying? He crab walked up the building and out to prison. You know what I'm saying? Away he went. Had the police on the run, if I'm not mistaken. It's that fella right there. Shout out to my man Alvin Learning. What's good with it, bro? In facts, make sure y'all listen to John Guillory and hit that like button as y'all come in. All right. Boston enforcement and removal operations arrested an undocumented non-citizen. Undocumented slime life. You know what I'm saying? Who was wanted in Brazil for homicide. Deportation officers from ERO Boston Fugitive Operations Team, along with U.S. Customs and Border Protection, Air and Marine Operations, and detectives from Edgartown Police Department, apprehended the 31-year-old Brazilian national in Edgartown on September 28th. Maybe this is somebody different. Club Blacklight before breakfast. You already know, bro. You already know. I'm telling y'all, man, if y'all got some nice speakers and whatever y'all listening to, then first 5 minutes to get you right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Carlton. What's good with it, bro? The arrest of this Brazilian non-citizen demonstrates our commitment to prioritizing enforcement and removal efforts against unlawfully present citizens who are wanted for crimes in their home countries, said ERO Boston Field Office Director Todd Lyons. Now, here's my question. How do you do that? What just happened here? Okay. How do you do that if there's no documents? How do you do that if there's no documents? Here's another question. How do you do that if you're in a sanctuary city and that sanctuary city is stopping you from apprehending somebody? How do you do that? You know what I'm saying? So now here it says the Brazilian, I want y'all to pay attention to this. The Brazilian national unlawfully entered the United States as a minor on December 5th of 2007 and was apprehended by the U.S. Border Patrol at that time, placed into removal proceedings, and released. The non-citizen was ordered removed in absentia by an immigration judge with the Justice Department's Executive Office for Immigration Review on June 17th of 2008. So then my question is, what happened? Right? What happened? The Brazilian non-citizen filed a motion to reopen and rescind removal order on July 17th of 2008, which was granted on August 15th of 2008. He was again ordered removed in absentia by an immigration judge with EOIR on January 15th of 2009. The individual self-removed from the United States on August 14th of 2009 through the John F. Kennedy International Airport in Queens, New York. Okay. The undocumented non-citizen unlawfully re-entered the United States on an unknown date at an unknown location without being inspected, admitted, or paroled by an immigration officer after he self-removed on August 14th. He will remain in custody pending his removal from the United States. Now, let me ask you guys a question. What does that tell you? I mean, he's just pretty much coming in and out as he pleases. Non-citizens placed into removal proceedings receive their legal process from federal immigration judges in the immigration courts, which are administered by the Justice Department's EOIR. EOIR is an agency within the U.S. Department of Justice and is separate from the Department of Homeland Security and ICE. So now my question is, how many people knew about this EOIR agency? It's an agency within the U.S. Department of Justice, but it's separate from the Department of Homeland Security and ICE. My question is, why isn't EOIR more involved with what's going on at the border? Shout out to Tabith. What's good with it, Tabith? You know what I mean? Immigration judges in these courts make decisions based on the merits of each individual case. ERO officers carry out the removal decisions made by federal immigration judges. As one of ICE's 3 operational directorates, ERO is the principal federal law enforcement authority in charge of domestic immigration enforcement. How often do we hear about ERO when we're talking about these undocumented bros? In all of my live streams that I've done about this, I don't think we've mentioned ERO once, which I find interesting. ERO's mission is to protect the homeland through the arrest and removal of those who undermine the safety of U.S. communities and integrity of U.S. immigration laws. And its primary areas of focus are interior enforcement operations, management of the agency's detained and non-detained populations, and repatriation of non-citizens who have received final orders of removal. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Why is Joe Biden adding more IRS agents and not more agents to this organization? If you ask me, it sounds like this organization is the organization that could use a little bit more help. Shout out to Two Factor. What's good with it, bro? Would you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. ERO's workforce consists of more than 7,700 law enforcement officers and non-law enforcement personnel across 25 domestic field offices in 208 locations nationwide, 30 overseas postings, and multiple temporary duty travel assignments along the border. Okay? So my question is, why isn't this agency getting more money? That agency should be the one getting more money, if you ask me. So this also happened. Okay. Got a few of these. ERO arrests 15 non-citizens during local operations. Now, this was in California. There you go, right there. Okay. U.S. Immigrations and Custom Enforcement removal operations, San Francisco announced the arrests of 15 non-citizens during an operation that ran from September 11th through September 15th. Officers focused enforcement efforts on priority fugitive non-citizens and priority non-citizens previously removed from the United States who re-entered the country illegally. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think that these people are coming to the United States without documents on purpose? Oh yeah, you know what? It was on Crimecast. I remember that now, John. Yeah, you're right. Facts. Not on the undocumented bros. It was on Crimecast. That's why I didn't remember. Yeah, you're right though. You're absolutely right. Yep, it was on Crimecast though. It was on the Ice baby on Crimecast. Specifically those identified as having a criminal conviction for certain felonies or convictions for other crimes, including but not limited to, look at this, murder for hire, manslaughter, sex crimes against children, assault with a firearm, battery, domestic violence, drug trafficking, possession of a controlled substance, and driving under the influence. So let me ask you guys this. If you are one of these individuals that has one of these kind of violations, would you come to the United States with your documents? Oh, I'm sure, Two Factor, I'm sure. Trust me, I'm sure. So now here it says officers. I'm telling you, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to do my next stream, but I'm telling you, I'm way backed up on this stuff. Officers prioritized enforcement actions in accordance with the guidelines for enforcement of civil immigration law issued by the Department of Homeland Security, Alejandro N. Mayorkas, on September 30th, 2021, and reinstituted on June 28th of this year. Those arrested include the following. All right, you guys ready for this? These are the people that they arrested in that 15-person arrest operation. Wait till you hear this. A 46-year-old citizen of El Salvador in Oakland, California, who was convicted by the Alameda County Superior Court of felony lewd or lascivious acts with a minor. A 36-year-old citizen of Mexico in Redwood City, California, who was convicted by the San Mateo County Superior Court of California of lewd or lascivious acts with a minor. A 42-year-old citizen of Mexico in Firebaugh, California, who was convicted by the Fresno County Superior Court of continuous sexual abuse of a child. Not sounding real good. ERO officers evaluated individuals on a case-by-case basis, assessing the totality of the facts and circumstances to make informed arrest and determinations. These cases, amendable to federal criminal prosecution, can be presented to the U.S. Attorney's Office. Okay? So now here just gives some procedural stuff. That's this right here. That's quite the lineup, wouldn't you say? Shout out to DJ Elmo. Shout out to Chieftain Network. What's good with y'all? That's quite the lineup. You know what I'm saying? Got another one. Wait till you guys hear this one. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't smashed that like button, please do me a favor. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Also, if you guys have not hit the bell, make sure you guys take a moment, hit that bell icon twice, share the stream to your social media. And also remember, make sure you guys stick around, stay in the stream. It'll take you to the next scheduled content. All right. ERO Baltimore arrests non-citizen of vehicle theft and false imprisonment of a Maryland toddler. What do they have against kids? That's my question. What do they have against kids? You know what I'm saying? So this was in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Enforcement and removal operations. Baltimore officers apprehended an undocumented non-citizen convicted of false imprisonment of a toddler and theft. Ariel Isaac Florentino Galeas, who is 18, a Honduran national, was discovered in Upper Marlboro on September 26th by deportation officers with ERO Baltimore's criminal apprehension program. Okay. Through his actions, Florentino displayed an extremely reckless disregard for human life and put a Maryland family through a nightmare. Does that sound like somebody that you want living in your neighborhood? There we go again. Look what just happened. Florentino, look at this. Florentino unlawfully entered the United States on an unknown date and location without being admitted by immigration official. U.S. Border Patrol encountered him on August 21st of 2019 near Eagles Pass, Texas. Does that sound familiar? And served him with a notice to appear before an immigration judge. Okay. An immigration judge with the Department of Justice's Executive Office for Immigration Review ordered Florentino removed to Honduras in absentia January 9th of 2020. Prince George County Police Department arrested Florentino on February 23rd and charged him with kidnapping a child under 16, kidnapping, reckless endangerment, theft under $100,000, unauthorized removal of a motor vehicle, malicious destruction of property valued less than $1,000, and failure to stop after an accident. ERO Baltimore lodged an immigration detainer against Florentino with the Prince George County Detention Center February 25th. On September 26th, the Circuit Court for Prince George County in Upper Marlboro convicted Florentino Galeas of false imprisonment and theft and sentenced him to 5 years of incarceration, followed by 3 years of supervised probation. That doesn't sound like a lot for the things that he did. Does that sound like a lot? That doesn't sound like a heavy sentence at all, does it? That doesn't sound like a heavy sentence at all. You know what I'm saying? The court suspended all but 214 days incarceration and dismissed the remaining charges. Why? Why would they do that? Prince George County Detention Center declined to honor him, the immigration detainer, and released Florentino from custody. All right, so look, you guys see, this is what a sanctuary city does. Okay? Prince George County's detention center declined to honor the immigration detainer, and they released Florentino from custody. Now, here's my question for you guys. What do you guys think happened after that? What do you think the chain of events was? Let me know what you guys think. However, officers arrested Florentino Galeas outside the detention center upon his release. He will remain in ICE custody pending his removal from the United States. Okay? So there's that. That's him right there. Look how young that dude is. I think he was 18, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So now we got another one. This one is wild. This is actually crazy right here. You know what I'm saying? Defendant in fatal tractor trailer human smuggling incident pleads guilty following HSI San Antonio federal partner investigation. What the hell? What the hell? One of the defendants in the deadly June 2022 tractor trailer human smuggling incident pleaded guilty September 27th to multiple criminal counts arising from the event. Homeland Security investigations with the assistance of various federal and state law enforcement agencies in South Texas is investigating the case. Christian Martinez of Palestine entered a plea of guilty to one count of conspiracy to transport non-citizens resulting in death, one count of conspiracy to transport non-citizens resulting in serious bodily harm and placing lives in danger, one count of transportation of non-citizens resulting in death, and one count of transportation of non-citizens resulting in serious bodily injury and placing lives in jeopardy. Okay? I mean, this is bad. Yeah, I gotta agree. Shout out to Hurricane IQ. What's good with it? Carlton says this is what the Maury crowd wanted. They voted for this stuff. Yeah, I agree. If you guys agree with Carlton, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. And real quick, shout out to everybody in the building. We got 40 people in here. If everybody can take a moment, smash that like button, that'd be great. So now here it says Martinez and his co-defendant, Homero Zamorano Jr., 47 of Elkhart, the tractor trailer's driver, were initially charged by indictment on July 20th of 2022. 4 other co-defendants were identified and charged in a superseding indictment on June 7th, 2023. Riley Covarrubias Pons, a.k.a. Riley, a.k.a. Relay, Felipe Orduna Torres, a.k.a. Cholo, that's not a stereotypical nickname or anything, a.k.a. Chiquito, a.k.a. Negro. So he must be kind of, he must have a fro. Luis Alberto Riviera Leal, a.k.a. Cowboy, and Armando Gonzalez Ortega, a.k.a. El Don, a.k.a. Don Gon. The indictment alleges that in the days leading up to June 27th of 2022, Covarrubias, Ponce, Orduna Torres, and others exchanged the names of undocumented non-citizens who would be smuggled in an upcoming tractor trailer load. So now, again, you see how they smuggling these people in these tractor trailers? That's why I keep asking the questions about those trains. Shout out to AB Promotions. What's good with it, bro? That's why I keep asking about those trains. How do we know that they're not working with those train companies, with those railroad companies, to allow people access to come to the United States through that way? How do we know that that's not happening? That's my question. The 4 additional defendants charged in the superseding indictment allegedly orchestrated the revival of an empty tractor trailer and its corresponding handoff to the driver on June 27th. According to the superseding indictment, Martinez drove Zamorano from Palestine to San Antonio, where Zamorano picked up the empty tractor trailer. Orduna Torres allegedly provided Laredo, Texas address at which Zamorano loaded the migrants into the tractor trailer. Now, here's my question. What would have happened to the migrants? Because the migrants are making deals with these people and everybody involved knows that it's illegal. So these guys are getting prosecuted, right? But my question is, if everybody had survived, what would have happened to the migrants? What do you guys think? What do you guys think would have happened to the migrants? The indictment also alleges that Gonzalez Ortega traveled to Laredo to meet the tractor trailer, where at least 66 undocumented individuals, including 8 children and 1 pregnant woman, were loaded for smuggling. Martinez, Covarrubias Ponce, Orduna Torres, Riviera Leal, and Gonzalez Ortega then facilitated, passed messages, and made each other aware of the tractor trailer's progress. Okay. Martinez is scheduled to be sentenced on January 4th of 2024 and faces a maximum penalty of life in prison. A federal district court judge will determine any sentence after considering the U.S. sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors. Assistant U.S. attorneys for the Western District of Texas, Eric Futch, I believe that's how you pronounce that, Futch. You know they tore his ass up in high school with that last name. Sarah Spears and Amanda Brown are prosecuting the case. The charges resulted in coordination with Joint Task Force Alpha. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of Texas is part of the Joint Task Force Alpha, which was established by Attorney General Merrick B. Garland in June 2021 to marshal the investigative and prosecutorial resources of the Department of Justice in partnership with the Department of Homeland Security to enhance U.S. enforcement efforts against the most prolific and dangerous human smuggling and trafficking groups operating in Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras. Now, my question is, what if that's the case and they have a special task force for this, what are they doing? What is this task force doing? We're still having a lot of problems in this department, wouldn't you say? But they have a special task force for this. The task force focuses on disrupting, dismantling, smuggling, and trafficking networks that abuse, exploit, or endanger migrants, pose national security threats, and are involved in organized crime. All right. So, I mean, all of these are covered in everything that we've talked about as far as quote unquote the undocumented bros. So where is this organization, this Joint Task Force Alpha? What are they doing? What have they done up to date? Are they at the border? Are they in El Paso? Are they in Eagles Pass? Where are they at? What are they doing? JFTA consists of federal prosecutors and attorneys from the U.S. Attorney's Office along the southwest border, District of Arizona, Southern District of California, Southern District of Texas, and Western District of Texas, from the Criminal Division and the Civil Rights Division, along with law enforcement agents and analysts from DHS's Immigration and Customs Enforcement and the Customs and Border Protection's U.S. Border Patrol, the FBI, and Drug Enforcement Administration. All right? So that's it. That's what's going on. That right there is enough. Shout out to Katsy. What's good with it, Katsy? If you're not getting the notifications, make sure you hit that link that's in the comment section and join the Discord, because you'll definitely get the notification from Discord. You know what I'm saying? So my question for you guys is, what do you guys think about that? Make sure you let me know in the comment section. All right. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming through. This was a short one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice, smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and I will catch you all on the next video. All right. Peace.